The mid-sized luxury sedan segment has a new player, but this one isn't German. Instead, it's Korean, it's rear-wheel drive, and if you stump up the right amount of money, it makes a whole lot of power. This is the Genesis G70.
Yep, Genesis has upped the stakes in Australia with the assistance of its giant parent company, Hyundai. 5 years after giving us the chauffeur-centric Hyundai Genesis sedan, the Korean marque returns for real with a two-pronged lineup, the rehashed G80 and the smaller, more affordable G70 driven here, which starts at $60,000.
Now the G80 is basically a rehashed version of the Genesis limousine that we first saw in Australia 5 years ago. But the G70, well, it's an entirely new proposition altogether. In some respects, it is a spin-off of the Kia Stinger, and for that reason you get a 2-litre 4-cylinder entry model and a 3.3-litre twin-turbo V6. If I'm honest, that's the car that I'd be looking at because it has a real sporting character and a point of difference from your mainstream entry-level Germans.
Entry into the V6 range starts at $72,000, bringing standard performance equipment such as a mechanical limited slip diff, launch control, sticky Michelin rubber and Brembo front brakes. Elsewhere, the Genesis gets the latest safety, technology and comfort features expected at this end of the market.
On the way it performs, I'm quite impressed. It's a really competent, cohesive and well-rounded car on the road. It's had the typical tuning program that Kia and Hyundai get, and it's given this car a really nice all-roundedness. That means it's comfortable on long road trips, but equally through the bends, it's compliant and it's controlled, and it's still really fun to drive, irrespective of your 1.7 tonne curb weight. There are a couple of caveats with this car. It needs premium unleaded fuel, and there's a few little features missing that you kind of expect for this price point.
Whether the Genesis can truly trump its German competitors on a twisting road will need to be left to a direct comparison, but the rear drive feel, balanced chassis and punchy six certainly bode well for the Korean. Inside, the G70 loses out to its immediate rivals with the lack of a fully digital instrument cluster. Elsewhere, the presentation is clean, the build quality strong and the cabin quiet and comfortable, if a little bit short on typical European flair. Where the Genesis begins to make more sense is with equipment levels and after sales. Each model comes with 5 years inclusive servicing and a 5-year warranty, and the only available option is a $2,500 sunroof. Clearly, the G70 is a Genesis model in more ways than one. The manufacturer has plans for at least 10 studio-style showrooms along with SUVs and electric cars. In many respects, the G70 could be the vehicle that puts Korea on the luxury car map.